Hello, hello. Welcome to volume day 14. Today our volume is going to be a little bit light for our chest and just slightly more regular for our back. So we have a chest and back day today. Remember that your core is always super central to everything that we do. So I was just kind of thinking about the fact that we are not doing a lot of quote abs or core work within our other um, muscle group sets. And reason being, we have a core focus day. So try your best to hit those core days as well. And reason being, because our core is active and ready to go in everything that we do. So hopefully you've been working with me long enough or working long enough to understand how to activate and contract your core and find that and flex in and hold support for everything that we do. So as I said, today we have chest and back coming at us. I have a set of 30-pound dumbbells and a set of 20-pound dumbbells. So grab something on the heavier side if that sounds good to you. As always, if you don't have access to a heavier set of dumbbells, just stick with what you have and try to add on a few reps. All right, we're going to start off in a child's pose. Reach those arms nice and far forward. Drop your forehead onto the ground. Spread your fingertips as wide as you can and then really root them into the ground. Act like you're trying to electrify your fingertips, dig them in, build that rooting system, slide those shoulder blades down. Find your pelvic floor. So grab deep interior core muscles, tighten under the rib cage, pull that belly button toward your spinal column, tighten on your sides and even all around that low back. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale, and then push into your hands, pull the chest all the way through your biceps, elbows squeeze in tight, pull the chest back, tuck your chin back, nice strong straight arms, flex your glutes a bit and get length through the rib cage and still opening the chest. Exhale and push to your hands and knees. Again, stay strong through that core, pulling your transverse abdominis in as much as you can. We're going to take our right hand behind your head. Inhale to lift, twisting through the mid-back. Exhale to lower. We're just going to hit 3 nice big thoracic rotations here. There's 2 and 1. Other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Depending on how early on in the day this is for you, what you just completed doing, if you woke up not long ago, our discs start a little bit drier, a little dehydrated and rigid. So we want to give them some time to kind of loosen up and then really push into our set. Curl your toes under, grab through the core, push up and back, that downward facing dog. I'm not going to hold super long, just kind of hinge forward and back for now. Work with your breath again, really grip in through your knuckles and your thumb and first finger on those hands. Make sure that you're feeling nothing in your neck. Your neck is relaxed because your back and the muscle behind your armpit, that serratus anterior, is supporting the movement forward and back. The core is still strong. Okay, we're going to stay back in our down dog now. Grab around the core just like we did a second ago. Tuck and tighten around your abdomen, the belly button, the sides, the low back. Slide the shoulder blades down. Bend your right knee and then bend your left. So take turns, bending and straightening each leg at a time. Slide those shoulder blades down, create space in your back. Feel like you're spiraling your elbows to pull back toward your toes. Is your abdomen still strong? Keeping your pelvis in neutral position so you don't have a sway back. All right, we're going to drop both heels to the ground, drive the chest back, make whatever adjustments you need. If you're not able to get your chest very close to the thighs at this point because you have tight hamstrings, then bend your knees, but really get your chest back. Get your butt up in the air as much as you can. Strong, straight arms. And then just slowly try to straighten. Grab that core, grab that core. All right, and then release. Drop onto those knees. All right, so we are going to be doing 5 reps with our chest work and then 10 reps with our back. And we have more back coming at us just because most of what we do in life is forward facing. So we want to build the back to get the posture and help us support all that forward facing stuff we do all day. So we're going to start with a nice, good old fashioned chest press. That's what I'm going to use my 30s for here today. So we're going to be on the ground. Your back is supported. Core is strong. If you have access to a weight bench, feel free to use that as well. You can always use a barbell. But we're going to get that chest press, or bench press as they like to call it, only 5 reps. All right, lie on the ground. You can keep your low back on the ground supported with the core strong, or you can drive your hips up into a glute bridge. Make sure the wrists are strong, elbows are wide, wrists right over the elbows. Here we go. Here's 1. Press in. Nice, slow and controlled, depending on the weight that you're holding. Right over the chest. Make sure that the weights are not creeping back toward your shoulders. 3, 4. Roll the shoulders back and find that bracing with the back. 5. Bring your elbows all the way down. Drop those weights. And then we're going to flip over and hit 5 push-ups. Okay, back into the chest. Super solid push-ups. Remember, we want to put pressure on that thumb and first finger. Just a standard push-up. See how low you can get your chest. We only have 5. Lots of core. 2. Feel like your push-up is a moving plank. 4, 5. All right, bring your body up. Whew, when there's only 5, you can really drive that range. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to start with my 20s for this round. We're going 10 reps each side of a Renegade Row. All right, so Renegade Row is on your plank position, and then you're going to pull 1 elbow at a time, alternating. If that doesn't work for you, you can stay in a lawnmower position and pull 10 each side from your lawnmower. Okay, but this right here, if you can get your Renegade Row, will build in a lot of core strength. Okay, bring your chest up between your hands. Try your best to keep your hips as level as possible. 10 each side. Lengthen through the back. Tuck through that tailbone. Feel the back engage to pull those elbows. Tuck your tailbone. Grip through those glutes. We're trying to wiggle the hips as little as possible. And 10. All right. Come on up. Whew. We're going to go into a back fly. All right. Depending on how much awareness and ability you have to dig into the rhomboids between your shoulder blades, don't worry about how high your elbows come, but just focus on getting that pinch between your shoulder blades. 3. Controlled, focused movements. Your body stays still, and we're focused on the back. We don't really want to use our elbow muscles. Yes, they exist. Get that back. Strong backs. 9. See if you can feel flexion and heat on the way back down. 10. All right, elbows down on your knees. Take a quick little cat-cow. And then we're going to finish on our back with an overhead pull. These are definitely some of my favorites. You get a lot of core and you get a lot of upper back. The entire segment of the upper back, called your shoulder girdle, holds everything braced and in place throughout our day. All right, straight arms. Tuck your tailbone under by using the core. Reach the arms straight back, just as far as feels good for your shoulder joint. and your ability to keep the low back on the ground, flexing underneath that rib cage. 3. As the weight drops overhead, that rib cage wants to pop, lift up off the floor. The low back wants to come up off the floor. You have to use those transverse abdominis, your pelvic floor muscles, the deep interior muscles. So not just the rectus abdominis, the top ones in the front, but all the way under and deep inside to keep that low back on the ground. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I could do those all day. Love them. Those and single leg deadlifts. Love them, love them. Okie doke. Good job, everybody. We're back at the top. My hope, I have 5 sets with 2 question marks by it. So that's my hope. See if we can get through 5 sets. So that's where we're building our volume today, is through our sets. So regular reps, small reps, just 5 here, back at our chest press. Okay, here's our drop and push is 1. 1. 2. Spread across the chest. Brace into that back. And 5. All right, now we're going to get those serious, full push-ups. Hand placement is important. Feel that plank set in, core lock. Elbows kind of drive back at an angle. 2. 3, get that full push to the top. 4. And 5. Woo! Perfect. All right. Bring those weights in for your Renegade Row. Again, set up your plank position. You can always do one arm at a time instead of alternating if that's better for you. Set one wrist, one hand on the ground. You support your plank and the shoulders by engaging the back and pulling the elbow back toward the toes, bracing through that tricep. 6. Flex those glutes, tuck the tailbone. And 10. All right. Let's hit up those back flies. Your hinge is super important. Keep that same space from the bottom of your rib cage to the top of your hip bone. Lock into the core and then pull, squeezing shoulder blades together. How high the elbows come does not matter. It's feeling that back engage and that pinch between shoulder blades. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Back onto our back. We're going to hit those overhead pulls. Find your core. Find your back. Tuck into that tailbone. Good grip and support on that weight. 1. Really feel underneath your armpits. Grab in. Serratus anterior. 3. This is not a rush exercise. 4. 5. How much heat can you put in your back and the core? 6. Try your best to keep your glutes out of it. Sometimes we flex the glutes to get our pelvis to tuck. That's not what the goal is. A lot of times we can contort and shift and compress and drive the body into certain positions, but we're utilizing 10, the wrong muscle groups to get it done. Whether it's the low back supporting for squats or our quads and hip flexors supporting for squats. So shifting into the appropriate muscle groups is really important. Gets you where you want to go. All right, 2 sets down. We're going to be back at that chest press. Drive those hips up if you'd like. Here we go. Strong wrists. 4. Support with the back. 5. All right, then we're going to get our nice solid push-ups. If you want to shift up your push-up, diamond push-up, tricep push-up, feel free. I'm just going to stick with standard. All right, there's 5. Renegade Rows. Renegade, renegade. Here we go. Execution is super important. What are you using to get where you're going? Remember, we're not contorting. Even if that means you back off something, range, weight, whatever it may be, back things off to where you can get the right form. Maybe you're still working on planking here. So just plank. Build your plank first, then you can build into the row. Lengthen that back. 7. Tuck that tailbone. Try not to lose my low back. 9. And 10. All right. Flies. Sometimes it's better to go a little lighter with flies. Again, making sure we don't have to use or start to use our traps or the muscles around our elbows and forearms. Low triceps. Here we go. Feel like you're lengthening the back. Your neck is neutral. So we're not tucking the chin in, nor are we yanking it up. I think that's 10, but just in case, one more. Perfect. All right. Back on the ground. Overhead pull. Feel that long grab as you extend overhead. 2. Remember, we're not relying on the move to flex the muscle. We're going to flex first where we want to put the work, core and upper back, all across, and then we move. And it's going to add to the work, putting it right where we want it. 7. Reach, reach, reach. 8. 9, 10. All right, 3 sets down. Come up for a second. Put the soles of your feet together. Grab around your toes. Pull your hips back and round. Just a quick little round. Check in. It's always nice to give your body a little second so it can bang out those last 2 sets. All right, here we go. Chest press from our backs. Start from that top position. Wrists are strong. 1. Pressing right over that chest. And 5. Nicely done, nicely done. All right, let's hit those push-ups. 5 of them. Trying to keep nice and deep. Almost getting my nose to tap the ground. Tuck in that tailbone. Here we go. 1, 2, keep the head still though. 3, try not to bob it forward and back. And 5. Okay. Set up for your Renegade Rows. Back into that plank position. Try to get your chest right up between those weights. Your toes can be a little wider than a normal plank. Help hold support for those hips. 4, 5. Tuck in. 10. You got to get those quads strong, core strong, glutes strong. Keep everything tucked. All right. Back to our back flies. Open chest, long back, strong core. Elbows kind of pull wide and then squeeze in together at the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right. Heading overhead. That overhead pull. Hips down. Core strong. Here we go. Reach, reach, reach. 1. Stay in the moment. 3. Recruit as many muscles as you can in the back and the core. 5. Focus. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. All right. Good job, good job. One last set will get us to our 5. Super happy on that. Okie doke. Chest press. Definitely listen to your wrists, your hands, the forearms. So definitely, again, with heavier weights, there's also more going on with your forearms and grip in your hands. It's just like breaking in a new shoe. Once you go heavy, there's 5. It may not mean that you get to go or want to go heavy every single time from there, right? So let's say today you just graduated to 25 or 30 pounds on your chest press. Maybe the next time you need to drop back down or go a little lighter in something else, right? I chose to go just a little bit more, just a little less with my back stuff because I knew that my grip would be tired by the end of all these sets. But that's where I wanted to put my heat, my weight. 3, push the ground away. 5. All right. Renegade Rows. So I can feel my hands, but it feels good. I feel like they're staying strong, but I can tell they're working along with chest, along with back. But just be aware and keep things healthy. If you need to adjust, then adjust. Here we go. Level off. Feel those lats. Pull the weight. Kind of this counterbalance. You have to tuck and flex through the abdomen. At the same time, you're lengthening through the back. One more each side. Whew. All right. Back flies. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Engage your core. Long and flat through your back. 10. All right. Here we go. This is it. Overhead pull. Relax your neck, engage the back right here. Straight arms. You can already feel core and upper back set in. Pack into the back. Then rotate your shoulders down and in. Feel how much flexion you can get in that core as you exhale. 7, 8, tight, tight, tight. 9, and 10. Oh. Woo. Nice work. Nice work, nice work. All right. We're going to flip over for our stretch, starting off with our thread the needle. So plant onto your right hand, grab again through that core, inhale, and lift your arm up. Let your hips twist. Hold here a little bit. Twist, twist, twist. And then exhale, tuck your left arm under, slide it through. Now have those hips pull to the left. So if your left arm is tucking under, hips pull to the left. Push on up. Other side. Inhale. Lift that arm. Let your hips swing to the right a little. Keep rotating. Lift, lift, lift. And then exhale. Tuck. Drive that right arm onto the ground. See if you can get the back of the shoulder and then pull your hips to the right. Stretch through those shoulders, stretch through the back. Just try and get that thoracic flexion again. Perfect. All right, and then release and come on up. Take that right hand and we're going to stick it straight out, away from the body. Plant your palm on the ground. Extend and then try to just press. You're going to let your shoulder rotate down, dropping your chest again toward the ground. So you should feel the front of the shoulder, your bicep, and a little bit through the chest. Hit that other side, left arm out. Rotate the shoulder down, get that stretch. Okay, come up. Bring your right leg forward into just a solid lunge. Tuck the back hip under. Goalpost your arms, and then arch through the back. Open through the chest. Lift the chest, and then grab your hands behind. If you can, not, maybe grab a little towel, and then open the chest again. Perfect. All right. Quick Z-sit, stretching through that back, and then you'll be free to go. Put your left foot in, put your right foot out. Either way, whichever foot is tucking in, that hand plants onto the ground. Open the other arm, stretching through the chest. Deep inhale. Exhale, tuck that arm under and pretend somebody's pulling your hand through from behind. Nice twist through that back. Switch the other way. Plant your right hand, open the chest, stretch. Deep inhale, and then exhale. Tuck. Get that twist. Every time you exhale, twist a little more. You're using that right hand on the ground for traction. Perfect. All right. We made it. All 5 sets. Super happy. Great work. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.